I might be wrong. I don't think I am. When I watch my Twitch stream, it's 10, 12, 20 hours long. And I don't see that sound happen until deep into the tape. And if I fast forward a little bit at a time, I can find a spot where it goes away. And if I fast forward some more, I can find a spot where it starts up again. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we got a lot of defense here. Right on, right on. And this is not broken. And there's some more defense up front here. Oop. Yeah, see, I wasn't up here, so. So I downloaded a mod that is a 50 caliber chain gun. It produces 50 defense. But, who cares about that? What matters is how quickly can it kill an enemy. Pretty quick. Couple shots, and I've seen things drop. Boom, 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 it's down. Instead of, how many times do you sit back and you watch a settler pump an enemy full of lead? Bang, 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 bang. Everybody's shooting at the same dude. Bang, 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 bang. Guy's getting hit by 100 bullets, and he finally drops. So let's go, let's get rid of that vine, but not this one. Well, this one we can get rid of. That one we can get rid of. This one because there's part of this, there's a vine that hangs over the front that's green. Oh, okay. This is not hanging over the front. Well, that's the building. Yeah, scrap the building, fool. Yeah, we're done here. So I don't want to get rid of that vine because of all the green. I got a place for you to move to. Go to the slog. They like you type of people there. Yes, we're racist in this game. Because we can be. Yeah, that's the thing about the sound. It remains to be seen. I tried the couple ideas that I had, and if that doesn't work, I don't know what will. They'll fit right. Oh, I send all my male ghouls to the slog. I thought I got rid of all these blasted trees. And it takes two scrappings to get them to disappear. Not sure why. That only took one. That was one and nothing disappeared. And that was the second one. I started to say earlier that I'm certain that some of these settlements have reverted partly to earlier stages of development. It's like, what? I like those trees. I'm sure I got rid of those trees. I walk around the border. When I first get to a settlement, I walk around the border and I decide what goes and what stays. And I get rid of all blasted trees. Always. Every time. Everywhere. I have no reason for keeping blasted trees. Rare exception. Spectacle Island has some electric things hanging on one blasted tree. I leave it there temporarily. Anyway, Where'd all my raiders go? Okay, just out of reach from scrapping.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Oh. That's where you are. And I can't remember the other examples of things that changed. I'm like, that's not how I left this settlement. Starting on that tropical island build. I've just started getting, I've started sending girls there, girl after girl after girl. I'm up to like 22. And I went there the other day and I started to lay out the beginning of a building there. I needed to put down 22 beds under a roof somewhere. I'm like, well, let me think about this for a while. Let me pick a site. Let me pick a footprint. Where do I want this to happen? Like these cones, this tire. Although some things I know, for some reason, the damn Brahmin ends up in here. He spawns in here, and then there's collision, so he can't get out. And he's running, and he's running, and he's running, and he's banging against the wall, banging against the wall, banging against the wall. He's just squirreling all over the place. I had a stack of tires here. Okay, and this fan was standing up here proper. But somehow it got knocked over to the way you see it now. And today, it's laying on the floor. Now, I don't know, did a settler come up here and find himself standing on the workbench? That happens. It happens. And if you pay attention to the game, you'll have seen what happens. Your settlers are living their life as you are yours. Yeah, but my feet stay on the ground. Okay, I got very few settler beacons turned on. I keep one turned on here because it's close to home, sanctuary. So you move. We need people down at well, a couple places. Murkwater. I don't think I even have one single farmer down at Murkwater. No, not cool. Oh, no. I'm getting rid of that mod. Getting rid of that mod right now. No. I'm lying right now. I gotta do this and do a save. So, last couple days, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have added another 100 mods to my list. Yeah, triplets. And I'm not liking it. There's a mod that says mostly females. So most of the settlers will be mostly female. I didn't think it was going to go through my settlements and change my men into women. I had a thing going on here. And the other thing I don't like is they're all the same women. They're all the same women. I don't need to quit. I just want to save. Yeah, and we're gonna see what we can do. Let's just get rid of that. It would have been one of the last mods I installed. Oh, no, that's backwards. That's backwards. I'm just going to disable it, so at some time I can always go back into it. What are you doing? Okay. Some of these mods worked really good. Some of them, mostly females. There you go. Disabled. Goodbye. Oh, the game is running. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. Disabled? Yes. I knew better than that. Well, I don't know how. I understand load order is big, but I could play around with that and see if that works. But I've been thinking about this idea for a day now, a day and a half. And that was the last straw. Those guys that I had here, they were triplets or quadruplets. An earlier playthrough, I had like 19 of those guys. They were all the same character. Son is having problems with Skyrim. Bethesda keeps disabling his mod. Oh. Huh. Mostly females, yeah. Well, I'll rely on the old system, thank you. I didn't like the way they changed the females. They all had black lipstick. They all had those military urban razor cut type hairdos, pixie type. It's like I wasn't liking it. Wasn't liking it. Skyrim. Well, I was listening to a guy the other day and it gave me another idea about the problem I was having with my sound. It could be my game bugging. Now, this is as God had intended it.
Yeah?
Yeah, this guy's a twin, and I think there's a triplet somewhere. Oh, yeah. One of the things that changed in my game, I had a female running a clinic at the castle. You can't tell her to move. She's one of those characters. She comes with that settlement. You can't tell her to move. It's like, okay, well, I got the men out there doing the weapon stuff. You can be the nurse. I come back a day or two later. She's working in the garden. I'm like, what? Things like that. People were reassigning themselves. Okay, so I was out here looking for raiders to loot because I heard the front defense going off, thinking, okay, well, I know where they're coming from. They're out here, and here they are. That would be frustrating. Yeah, because
Corpse squatting, I'm good to go.
that's a big part of my game. I put specific clothes on certain people. Like at the castle, they all wear the Minuteman outfit. They all wear the militia hat, except for the people that I put up on the artillery. They wear the Minuteman overall, the Minuteman jumpsuit. The Minuteman jumpsuit. They all wear patrolman glasses, and the Minutemen wear something called the gunslinger hat. It's got like 4 aces up on the headband or something. It's a mod, part of a mod set of clothing. I put Deacon there. He has never moved away from there. Just 2 minutes ago was the first time he's ever spoke to me in almost 50 levels. I walked by here and he said something about corpse squatting. Other than that, he never says a word to me, and I like it like that. Okay, so our job is our job is not done here. We still got to tell a few people to move. I don't remember. I moved one guy. Was it just one guy? Well, let's see. We'll move everybody to Murkwater that we can. Okay, so this guy's already been told to go to Murkwater because Murkwater is not on the list. I know I haven't moved this guy. I'm going to move him somewhere different. Hangman's Alley. And there was another guy. You that guy? You look like that guy. Think he'd stand still? Yeah, Murkwater. Well, you know what? Since I know I haven't moved you, I'm going to move you to Somerville. They need someone down there. Okay. Now where were we? Yeah, and as far as how long you've been streaming. Oh, I need to heal. Where's the water around here? I started streaming just dipping my toe in the water, and I slowly got into it more and more. Back in 2016 when I had my PC built.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
So that's 7 years, 8 years. Yeah, it was about this time of year, matter of fact. I remember getting my computer either December or January.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
I've had a few people ask me in town how to watch me. And I said, "Do you have a Twitch account?" They said, "No." I said, "Well, then never mind." Because they're just looking for gossip. You know, people that, what do they call that in Facebook? They don't talk to people, they don't contribute, they just kind of lurk around and read about what everybody else is saying about everybody else. It's a form of lurking. They creep. Facebook creepers. I forget the terminology. And then it adds to the gossip, the local gossip. And I don't want these people just watching me just to see what they could make fun of, or big fish in the small pond. You think you're a big fish, but you actually live in a small pond. Yeah, so I ask them if they've got a Twitch account. And then I tell them, well, if you were interested in what I was doing for the reason for what I'm doing.
The detective's life isn't an easy one.
Do you have a Twitch
Rarely
account?
lacks for
No. Okay.
excitement.
You have a Twitch account? Then you're interested in watching people play video games. What video games do you watch? If they say Apex, and if they don't mention any RPGs, they just name a bunch of battle royale type shooter, then I won't tell them. I asked the kid, where are we moving to? You're moving? Well, you said the kid. I don't know who the kid is. The kid in a video game? Or is it your child? Remember, I'm very easy to confuse. Then I would tell them, but I've never met a single person in town that watches Twitch or plays video games. Read that. Oh, at one point you read you were moving. I get it. That was the next line up. I missed that. Yeah, you heard you were moving, huh? Well, I have a lot of detractors in town. I belong to some organizations, and I'm not very popular. I make waves. The kid was gossiping how me and the family were moving, so I asked him, where is my family moving to? That's pretty funny. Someone's talking about you, so you ask them, hey, yeah, so where am I moving to? I was trying to help this organization out. I'm a member of it, and they're like entrenched politicians. It's a clique, and you would have to take any two of them, for the most part, to add them up to get any kind of an IQ standard that is warranted for such positions. And these people are in charge of money and stuff like that, and I tried to help them out, get them up to speed, teach them what I've learned, but they'd have none of it. And so what people do in cases like that is they discredit you, because they have to defend their poor decisions. And so when you make that apparent to other members, they have to discredit you so that they don't look like they don't know what they're doing. And in a lot of organizations like that, you get the position because you're the guy that was willing to spend the hours doing it. Like if you're there twice a week cutting the grass and cleaning the windows, well, you're now the head of the department, the maintenance thing. Stuff like that. It's the guy who's willing to spend the most amount of his time volunteering that ends up in these positions. And so the top 5 positions aren't full of people that are talented. They're full of people that may have good intentions, or they're kind of power hungry and they could never get that kind of power in the real world because they don't have the talent for it. But in some of these organizations, that's how you get those jobs. Anyway, so I have a lot of detractors. Lots of detractors. And they would love to get tapes of me saying stuff.
A Commonwealth's not
And
an easy place to travel alone.
I've caught them talking
Nice to
about
have
me.
someone watching my back.
And I have some loyal friends that tell me what some of these people are saying about me behind my back. What I've noticed about living in a small town for 20 plus years is these people have nothing else. Yeah, no life going on, so they make up stuff about others. Well, I don't know why they have to make it up, but I know they have to talk about it. And I know people close to me, my family. It's not just enough to talk about it. They want to be the first one that you hear it from. Remember, you heard it here first. That's unhealthy.
Thanks for your help fighting them off.
Hate raiders.
I hate raiders. I kill them every chance I get.
I'm glad you're on our side. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Okay, didn't I tell you to move? It takes these guys a good day, sometimes more, to figure out they're supposed to be moving. Especially when it's too close to nighttime, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes their body does a jerk, they turn and they walk away immediately. Is it that they feel important? Maybe, yeah, because there's something, there's something good about gossip. Because gossip is knowledge, it's information, and information is power. It's good to know who's the one in town that's always hanging around the little boys. You know, if people don't talk about, oh, I saw Mr. So-and-so down at the ballpark talking to the little boys again. You know, things like that. I mean, if no one ever talked about that, things could happen that nobody would be even aware of. Or, you know, you end up knowing who's the best painter, who's the best mechanic in town, because everybody's talking about how they got screwed by this other guy every time and how this other guy always does a good job. So there's some good reasons for gossip, but a lot of it is very petty.
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
People making fun of people, trying to knock them down. And there's your feeling of importance. That's when that kicks in. I've used the phrase before. People that have insecurity issues, they don't feel good in their skin, they don't feel good about themselves, they have feelings of self-worthlessness and whatnot. They need to feel better about themselves by talking bad about other people so they can feel better about themselves. That's a real thing. Oh, that stuff goes on the PC. Probably. Where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, we were at Fort Hagen. I see some bad behavior on the internet, on Twitch, but I never dox anybody. The only time I wouldn't call this doxing is sometimes I talk well of somebody. Like today, I was talking about Crock of Gold, how he was doing something good that I liked and I appreciated, or I was discussing an issue he was having that I was having. That's the only time I talk about. I use other people's names online. Normally I don't like to because some people don't want their name mentioned. The son here had this girlfriend. Her and a guide leader were in a fight and put him right in the middle of it. Yeah. Drama. Oh, I see you. How come you don't see me?
Someone's coming.
What are you talking about? Someone's coming. There's no one outside here to come. We got like 5 of these or 4 of these. And there's another one way out there. I don't know if I got it. Guild. Oh, those guilds. Oh, what? Try again. Different angle. Group of people play a game together. I could have spoiled that wrong. Yeah, I remember when I first experienced guilds. I felt very, I don't know what the word is. Nope, that is how they spell it. Yeah, guild. Like an assassin's guild or thieves guild. At first I didn't. I thought you were using the word guide. A guide leader, but yeah, guild leader. So I buy ESO. Within the first day, I got this guild asking me to join. It's like, what? What is it? Your job? That guild was over 1,000 people. Well, you know, that's a kid thing. That's why in my area everybody likes the Yankees. Because that's a team that was always winning. Everybody wants to be part of that group. Nobody has a mind of their own. They just want to be part of the big group. Whatever the biggest group is that's out there, they want to be part of it. And if you learned anything from reading parts in my Twitch homepage, I discuss the cool kids and the ugly ducklings. And, you know, do you. You do you. You're never going to be happy if you're trying to live up to somebody else's standards. You just do you. Don't worry about it. But kids can't do that. A lot of adults aren't brave enough to do it either. Okay. I think we can find stairs going up there now. I don't see any more of these. That kid of mine is in his... Well, I know your kid's 34. He just had... Well, one of your kids just had a birthday, so... I don't know if it was him turning 35. This is not the way I entered Fort Hagen the last time I was here. Let's see if I can find that. For science. For science. The railroad sent me here to find a MacGuffin. I don't know what it was. Some physical thing. I had to come find it. It was in a chest. Right next to that computer that Nikki's here to hack. I think I came right in this front door. I came in at ground level through a door. And I recognized...
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way. ...
that I was at Fort Hagen. I'm like, Fort Hagen? That's where Kellogg is. we got a thing to do here eventually. This is where you first meet the... Right, you come out the back door when you're done. And that's why I'm here, is to progress the storyline. Because the game is kind of stalling. I've progressed with the Minutemen so far that I'm just getting repetitive quests. Well, we didn't enter through a place like that. I'm not looking for a secondary entry. I'm looking for the entry I used the last time I was here. Because, like I said, for science, I believe...
This is the place. Kellogg's somewhere inside.
that these places change. The game is plastic.
Where are you hiding? All odds and ends in this one.
Depending on what order you play all the various quests will dictate slight differences. Like when I was here for... If you added a bunch of mods, those mods will play out. That too. That too. Some things become unlocked. Sometimes a door that used to have a bunch of garbage piled in front of it, all of a sudden the garbage disappears. It's now unlocked. Yes, that's a thing. So the railroad sends me here for a MacGuffin, and I find a door. I walk in it, and you know that little complex in there, all those synths. It's like a maze in there. All those little connecting rooms, all those synths. Yeah, I think I came in the front door, except now the front door is barricaded and full of garbage. Because we're here for a different reason now. We're here with the quest. I forget what the name of the quest is, but we're here with Nick. And so now the place plays out a little bit differently. Last time I was here, there were no turrets on the roof. At least none that fired on me. I remembered Fort Hagen. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get up on the roof. I got to find that trap door in the roof. I'm going to have to deal with those turrets. It's like, no, you don't. The railroad sent you here. This is all different. But the inside was the same. All those synths. And my game is so different than... Yes. The beauty of this game. So many ways... Yes. I've watched a few of your
funeral.
Your YouTube... Oh. I missed you? I missed you. I've been walking around right in front of you and I never looked up. Typical. 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 I fell into normal behavior. For example, eye level is not looking level straight ahead. Eye level is like 15 degrees down. They know this through supermarket. They've, you know, all their best minds work at how do we sell stuff and make more money? Where do we put things on shelves to talk people into buying it? So, you know, some very bright people came to that conclusion that eye level is not eye level. Eye level is 15 degrees down. And as all deer hunters know, you put your deer stand up in a tree. Because the deers aren't looking up. There it is over there. Yeah, yeah. I also noticed you had like a fistful of followers. It was a hell of a battle. I don't know what it was. I don't remember the setting, the purpose. I don't remember the followers, the players. But what I do remember is you and a bunch of followers were just shooting and shooting and shooting and killing and killing and shooting and shooting and explosions and gunfire. It was relentless. It never stopped. Just shooting and just shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. It just continued and continued and continued. It was like a never-ending war. It was really fun to watch. It was so different. You know, chaos, huge, huge. Because in this game, it's all the same. You bump into 3 or 4 enemies in a room. And then you go about 2 rooms down the hallway. You bump into 3 or 4 other ones. Then you go down a couple doorways and there's 3 or 4 more. It's not like you enter the front door, you shoot the first guy. Everybody in the building hears the gunfire, and all 20, 30 enemies run downstairs and shoot you at once. Like reality. So, you know, it was very refreshing and different. It was enjoyable to watch all that chaos. I remember you telling about the AI, where they're smart. They're smarter at finding you and hunting you down. And I did see a mod out there that specifically said you could have as many followers as you wanted. It's like unlimited followers. I wasn't sure what that actually meant. But the general idea is, you know, you can have 5 followers, 10 followers, 15 followers. Yeah. Yeah, I was up here. I looted all this. I'm not going to loot it again, except for the coffee pot, because coffee pot. Yeah, he was a little too close, but I had a feeling I could heal. I better heal now, though, because if I do that again, I'm dead. Now, don't eat the raw meat, dummy. Eat the steak. Eat the steak. Oh, reminds me.
Directive received from...
Yeah, the mod's supposed to be a
Destroy
mod enemy.
intruder.
Yeah, probably the one I have. I don't know how many of them there are like that, and I don't remember them.
Capabilities.
I don't remember the mod author, and I don't remember. I thought there was one more of these guys right around the corner here.
Sensor anomaly detected.
So these guys all respawned in 2 days' time. Respawned. Because I came through and killed every one of these robots.
I know you are still there. Hello.
Oh boy.
Fort Hagen. Terminating intruder.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, you have to have someone with you? Well, I don't remember the mod author, and I don't remember the name of the mod. Yeah, so I vanilla modded this weapon. At a workbench, because I have, you know, a lot of science, a lot of intelligence, whatever it took, gun nut 3 or whatever. I was able to put
It would appear my target has disappeared.
It's a targeting card. It's called Fire and Forget. You know, I get that little red blip, and once I pull the trigger, it doesn't matter if my target runs sideways, the missile will still hit him. It's really cool. It's great. But
Scanning.
it targets my turrets. It targets my followers. So when I was learning this weapon, I didn't know the targets I was shooting at were my settlers. And I killed
Now I understand.
many of
Or
my
I
settlers.
that they were wise to flee.
Yeah, downstairs, down the stairs. That is, no, it's not good. So I've learned now I have to be very careful with this weapon. I can't just go around shooting like crazy. So basically, I just wanted to go find that computer. I'm going to bypass all these people because I've been here and done this just in game like 1 or 2 days ago. I'm not surprised that all these enemies respawn because, you know, we're here for a different reason now. Huh? Oh. Somebody told me.
Detected.
My arm.
Curious.
Is someone present?
That sometimes you can blow the chain off the back of the door with like a hand grenade or
Sensors
something.
indicating concealed organic life form. I was in error. No enemy detected.
And I've had mixed results. I've actually had that work once or twice out of many fails. I finally stopped doing it because it's been a long time since a success. Plus, I would think it would tick off your followers if you shoot them. Well, you know, I was watching Croc play Starfield earlier today, and a follower got in front of him and it confused him. He thought he was an enemy, so he shot him. And then he realized he was a follower.
The sensitivity of my sensors needs adjustment.
Kellogg's secure facility infiltrated. Termination.
Oh. My enemy hit me with a bullet and I was so weakened by my own missile launcher that, yeah. Maybe what I should have done was thrown a
Movement
grenade.
detected. Curious.
I don't think we're alone.
That it?
I am damaged. I must report this assault directly to Kellogg.
In danger.
Won't
Defending.
underestimate us again.
These guys are really smart.
Fort Hagen is under Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
You throw a grenade at them and they run away.
Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
You have to surprise them if you want to get these guys with a grenade.
Contact detected. Possibly. Scanning.
So,
Attacking enemy.
I hope you were smarter than this.
So Croc shoots his follower in the back with a shotgun, realizes it's his follower, and carries on. And like within 3 seconds, the follower says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way." That's some pretty good AI dialogue right there. Character realized his own buddy
Someone's
shot him in the back because he got in front of him, got in his way,
There.
No, I don't need to be picking up any of this. I promise.
Directive received from Kellogg. Destroy intruder.
What are you shooting at? Oh, him?
You go! Want this to be the last mug you see.
Who's shooting at me? Bounce it. I was trying to bounce the grenade off the wall. It works pretty good.
Just run. Hello to your maker. Take cover.
Oh, look out, Nick. Hey, Nick, you just sit there.
Directive Sigma Omicron. Protect Kellogg.
See? That guy just zipped sideways.
Kellogg's. Secure facility. Infiltrated. Termination required. It
So
would
this
appear our
place-
target has disappeared.
This place is a crazy maze.
Engaging hostile life form. Please stand still.
It's a crazy maze.
Your termination is inevitable.
Holy crap, I'm half dead again. I don't care about killing these guys. I'm trying to find that room that's got the computer that Nick has to hack for me. You blow yourself up so I don't...
Your destruction is inevitable.
Well, I've made a couple bad throws today, you know, within the last couple minutes.
Where did you go? You must die now, human.
Now that's a good throw. It bounced left instead of right, which is proper physics.
Primary sensor critically damaged.
This ought to do him in. Now, I'm supposed to be able to hold the B button down. Or is it tap? Yeah, tap the B button. That'll put the grenade away. Oh, this is the room. Come on, Nicky boy.
Welcome to your last stand. Even break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
I was gonna say, do synths sweat? So this container is where I had to come to get the MacGuffin for the
Stealth
railroad.
capabilities.
And then I left.
Engaging.
You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word. I always had a way with machine.
Hey,
There's something you need?
I am no
no
longer
way I'm
visible
cracking
from
this.
enemy presence.
Yeah, but I'm having a hard time getting the game to...
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Count on it.
Yeah, it's a master computer. Today. Please.
Did a decent job locking this down, but if I just... Let's see about this. There we go.
Here's a question for you, Miss Roadrunner. I'm about to meet Kellogg. I always go in there and just shoot him up as fast as I can and kill him. He stands down. He calls off his robots. He says, let's talk. Have you ever talked to him? Did the talk ever end with you leaving there without killing him? Is there... I suppose I'll try if you don't have the answer. Oh, yeah. So, you can leave there and not... He is alive in my game now. Because of a mod or because you decided not to kill him? I just feel like my character would not let him live. And here's another question. Okay, so you let him live. How does he change the game in the future? Is he at the Institute alongside Father? Do you ever bump into him again? It is your choice. Well, yes. I suppose I'll just have to make that choice and see what happens. Because I'm a chess player, I'm always thinking 10 moves ahead. Okay, so we just opened the door to somewhere. What did we open? Oh, he opened the terminal, so I can use it. I want to reunite them at some point. I remember you were talking about Preston having a daughter. And in my world, the his you're referring to is Kellogg. Because he was the last male character we were speaking about. Not that I know of. Yeah, let's turn the turrets off now that they're all gone. So what door did you just open? Oh, that door? What good does that door do? What? I don't even care what's in there. Huh.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Yeah, that's why I hang around you old codger. Gen 1. Preston in my game. He's a backstabber. He killed Kellogg. Kellogg's ex. And left the daughter an orphan until you found Kellogg. Left him alive and went to reunite. Well, the story mods. So, did I misunderstand this game all along? I don't need to unlock that terminal because the only thing it does is get me in here for some BS loot? That all I had to do is come over here to this door to progress further? I wouldn't have brought Nick. I thought I needed Nick to get to Kellogg. Huh. One mod I wish I had. Maybe. I sometimes wish I had it. Oh. Oh. Can I get a threefer? Come on, give me a couple more blips. Dude, get your head out of the way. I don't know what I just shot. Was it just a turret? Dude, you like seeing that?
Hey, let me ask you something.
No, later.
Can we talk later?
Later, yeah, we can do this later.
Oh, so here's that chain.
This is one grim locale.
I never said that. Dude. I never said that to a follower before when they wanted to talk. I said, oh, yeah, sure, tell me your problems. You know, well, yes, heartfelt. Yeah, I love you, man, too. This is the first time I ever told him, later. I'm busy. Progress with Nick and his quest line. You need to talk with him. Yeah, well, eventually I'll talk to him. I know he's got a quest line, but
An old military fort.
I don't want his
Not a
affinity.
bad place to operate from.
And I
Need
know
security.
all these followers have a quest. Well, a lot of them do. I don't know if they all do. You have done his quest. Yes, it's that he's got a cop's memories, and I don't know if that's related to the I forget what it's called. I got some of the tapes on me. Yeah, they all do. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got these what are they called? The Eddie Winner. I think that his quest line is tied up with the Eddie Winner quest. But whatever the case may be, my point is, if you do their quest, you're gaining their affinity. I don't want anyone's affinity in this playthrough. I just stick them somewhere. I get done with them, and them off to a settlement. Well, I've done that in the past. I've gained their affinity. I get their perk. But every time I walk by them, I love you, man. They all want to have sex and all this heart-to-heart talk. It's like, no, just stop it. I wish I had a mod that would make them not talk to me unless I talk to them first. Now, at this stage, I have not looted. I still don't think I need to. The only thing I want here is the mag that's where Kellogg is. There's no keys, there's no mags, there's no bobbleheads here. So I don't want their perks, and I'd like to have their perks, but I would have to get the 100% affinity. I don't.
My old friend, the frozen TV dinner.
I don't want that.
Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
So for science, I'm not going to kill him. Yeah, it's not hard to get the affinity. It's actually hard not to get the affinity. Oops. I was a little bit slow on the trigger there, or a little bit quick with the knob. Let's do that. That might be you never tried it. Oh, sure, I'll take the pulse grenades. They work pretty good against robots. I will pick up pens. I will pick up coffee pots. And I will pick up sweet rolls. Those are 3 ingredients to make in the police uniform mod that I have, because I want to make a police barracks. Oh!
Shouldn't take long.
I love the bang shot with the grenade. You're safe from friendly fire. Piper's the one that is hard to have with me. So what I do with them once when the ones that had their Kate is brutal as well. Kate and Piper with the whole. Remember that conversation we had? Was I to you know,
Sorry,
drama.
I don't need a roommate. Leave.
I'd find a 24/7 position. I'd put her in the corner of a settlement, like running a shop. The food emporiums are a 24/7 slot. For a certain trader mat for food, I had Piper working. I had her at Sanctuary. Oh, I forgot to save before I opened the door. This is where the game likes to crash on load screens. I should have saved first. I keep forgetting. And so I tuck her away in some corner, and I don't have to listen to her every time I walk by. But that's the first thing she says every time I go near her. I don't have an issue with Kate. She's okay, but for the gayism. Well, yeah, I mean, in the worst one of all, the very worst follower of them all, in my opinion, I don't think it's just my opinion because a guy wrote a mod for it. Many people share my sentiment on this. Is Preston. Okay, I'm a female character, so he's not doing the gay pickup lines. But when I am a male, he doesn't seem to care. He swings both ways, and it's like it's just relentless. And there's a guy that made a mod to fight that.
No accounting for taste.
Hey, this thing just looks cool. Oh, so you guys get that
Never
too?
expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Nick, how about that? Every time you step in front of my weapon, I'm going to shoot you. Deal? Never played a male. I've mixed it up when I first started playing.
You must
Playing with the wrong synth.
I am the victim of
Damn. Got him.
Way to go, Nicky Poe. What's more of that? I got 977 more. Oh, we're up here.
Some folks never lose their fondness for living in the
Kellogg ends up being down there. Yeah, in all my games, I play males, I play females. It all depends. I try to do different things, you know. I'll play a fighter, I'll play a mage, you know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have it. But in this game, I just discovered.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it.
The mod sets that were out.
Whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
I'm not going to call it a mod set because I'm not playing mod sets. This is my own set of mods that I've been building. When I really, truly discovered mods in depth, not just on the surface toying around with a couple simple little mods. I got deep enough to break my game a bunch of times, and I really started to try to force my game to do what I wanted it to do. Yes. I can't take all the credit, but and I probably wasn't the only one that gave them that idea. Really? Was I that close to being dead that a couple shots killed me? Oh my god. Where are you putting me? Yeah, we don't need that stuff after all. Oh, the power
Never
relay.
expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City.
Power
After
recall.
that, figured the
That
Commonwealth
is
would
what
chew you up
caused
like
some
jerky.
modders to leave Nexus. Really? The sets? Ah. That was a shit show when all that went. I don't remember that. I don't know if I would be aware of it because a lot of people, they talk about modders, they know them by name. I've seen you do it with another guy the last time I was on. You guys knew a particular guy, you knew a lot of his mods. There's very few people I know, modders, whose names I remember. That should be a twofer. Well, you got another one out there? I missed him. Again?
Order of the Institute. You must.
So, when Nexus Mod Manager decided to start making Vortex Mod Manager, I had done a reset on my computer. I had to reload everything because I didn't want to save any of my files. If they were infected, I just wanted everything gone, start fresh, reformat all the hard drives. So I find Vortex. I read how that's the new Nexus Mod Manager, yada yada yada. We've spoken about this, and so
Some folks never lose their fun.
they contact me sometime after I'd been using their Vortex Mod Manager with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of mods. I probably had 500 mods between Skyrim and Fallout 4. And I don't know if they only asked people that played extensive mod sets like that, or if they just sent that to everybody who downloaded even a single mod.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
And, you know, they asked how many mods do you have, how many mods do you use, yada yada yada, trying to get a feel for, did you know what you were talking about? Does your opinion matter? And then they asked for my opinion. And I told them mod sets. I said, you need to make sets of mods that are proven to work together with no conflicts. A set of 5, a set of 10, a set of 50, a set of 500, whatever. For people like me who are still kind of new and struggling with all these conflicts that are breaking our games. Hello? What is it? Skyrim Anniversary Edition? All that is a set of 200 mods taken from the creation kit. It's what I've read. That's my idea in spades. But, you know, I know enough not to take credit for it because, hey, plenty other people might have had the same idea. I'm just glad to see that that's what they've done. Now you can get mod sets for Skyrim. I know you've said you're against these things, But I've seen guys play them. Mod sets of 1,500. I don't. I can't imagine what it would take me to get a mod set of 1,500. No,
You sure we're not going to need that?
1, 2, 3, 4. Why did that wait until I was standing underneath it to shoot me? That's what killed me the last time I came
Never
through
expected you
there.
to come knocking on my door.
Well, modders
Maybe 50-50
can not
odds of
do
making it
what
to
they
Diamond City.
do without the
After that,
modding tools.
Figured the Commonwealth would chew
However,
you
it
up
takes
like
hours
jerky.
and hours. Yeah, to make a mod, I can understand why the modders are ticked. I don't understand. Are they ticked because people aren't downloading their mods?
Combat initiated.
Couldn't help myself. I would think it would be a good thing because their mods, maybe I'm wrong, I would think their mods would be included in these mod sets and they would get more their mods would get more exposure. I don't know how that works. After mod has been added to a push button mod set, modders don't have control. Oh, they lose control of their mod. But do they lose control of the monetization? I can understand the loss of control, I get that. But, there's two schools of thought, I don't want the money, I want the control. But I'm rare. Most people in Twitch are mercenaries. They just want the money. I was just assuming modders are the same way. Modders are giving away, said they give it away. Well, I don't have any data on the financial aspect for modders. I've ran across a lot of data that talks about Twitch monetization, how much money people make, what the average Twitch person makes, and all that. So I'm familiar with streamers and the income ranges that exist there. The median, the average, I've seen some of the high end and yada, yada, yada. I have no data on modders. I have no idea how much money those people make streaming and modding. Well, yes, but that's obvious, but that doesn't answer, the elephant in the room. How much money do they make? More than streamers or less? Something tells me less. Something tells me far less. I don't know. So, that's how I am. I won't act like I know what I'm talking about when I don't. And it's another feeling of mine that modders do it not for the money, but for the sake of the game, the love of the game.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
If you paid for your hell no. We've had that discussion. What are you going to do, send a dime to a guy? If you send $1 to every mod. I mean, you know, you're going to send $250 for a game. I just saw. Oh, hello. There it is. Like, that thing can't see me. It waits for me to stand underneath it.
Something out there.
There, let's do a save. Okay, yeah, they are free. Well, they are, but like Twitch, you know, they like donations. And Vortex got pretty good at giving plenty of opportunities and reminders. Before you download a mod, they say, hey, you can contribute right here now. I just saw on Steam's winter sale, Fallout 76 is $8 and some change. You can get Fallout 3 for like $3. So what's Fallout 4? Less than $10? $8? I don't know. So are you going to pay $250 for mods? It doesn't make sense.
Looks like they've got automated defenses.
I would pay $25 for mods, or possibly $50, but what are you're going to send a guy a dime or two? Remember, we had this conversation. How insulting would that make the guy feel to get a check for a dime? Nice try.
Good.
Boy, that thing's brutal. I don't know what it is about these turrets, but yeah, I think it is a good idea to let people give tips if they like the mod.
Terminating intruder. It would appear my target has disappeared.
They deserve money. So, in me downloading all these mods, give $1 and tell them that is all you have to give. I bet they would. Yeah, they would.
Return. I will be ready.
I'm not willing to give $250 for a $10 game. It's too much. So I've been looking at how many unique downloads many of these mods have. And let's say there's a mod that has 1 million downloads. 1 million dimes is $100,000. A modder can make $100,000 if he can get 1 million downloads.
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Now let's play this game.
Actuator damaged. Your destruction is inevitable.
Good. You don't have to do this. Damn.
How many times do I have to... Oh, it's one of those.
Fully operational.
Here, Bethesda employs some of the modders. Okay. That makes sense. I send tips to some of them. What my plan was,
Gone.
I can't throw a grenade in there,
Has ordered your termination.
but he can shoot me through that, but I can't throw a grenade in there. That's how that works. I do have a couple modders
Asset. Kellogg.
that
Danger. Defending.
I like to download lots of their mods. So those guys I plan on supporting. Matter of
Stealth
fact,
capabilities. Fascinating.
let me make a note on my to-do list. to identify those guys and finally do it. Because I've been saying I've been wanting to do it, but I just never did it. I'll have to finally do it.
Attacking enemy.
What? I one-shot at that dude? He might have taken some grenade damage earlier or something like that. I gotta break my tape. And this is going to be a good time